Welcome to the Museum of Comic and Cartoon Art. My name is Bill Roundy, and I'm in charge of the curatorial department here at the museum. And this is Looking for a Face Like Mine, an exhibit about African-American characters and creators in comic books, comic strips, and cartoons. Now, this exhibit was curated by Professor Bill Foster. Apparently, he was very amused to discover his name in a comic of a black superhero. This is a Black Panther page from the miniseries in the late 80s that's drawn by Dennis Cohen. Here's by Larry Fuller, who was one of the underground cartoonists. You know, everyone knows about Art Crumb, but there were a whole bunch of others working at the same time with this great image from Milestone Media, which was a black-owned comic book company that was distributed through DC Comics. This was a cover image from Static number 25, but the editors objected to it because you can see he has a row of condoms in his hands and they're down there by the couch, and they just freaked out. We can't have that. So they came up with a compromise. This was the first page of the comic, and for the cover they had a cutout of a heart just showing the two of them in the embrace. And that way you had to actually open up the cover before you saw the evil condoms.
Comics.
No!
Welcome to the second part of the Mad Magazine tour here at Pulp Secret. I know when I was growing up, I loved Mad Magazine. I was always blown away at how many times I could read through it and catch new stuff.
Yeah, actually, when I used to read it when I was a kid, I thought it was so sort of subversive. I used to actually hide it under my bed.
Nice. Well, here's part 2 of Mad Magazine tour.
The Metropolitan Museum of Art. And these are all takeoffs on famous paintings that Matt has done. This is a takeoff on the martyrdom of St. Sebastian, only it was Howard Stern when he was having his big fights with the FCC, and they loved this painting so much that Howard's staff actually bought the painting and presented it to him for his birthday. This is 2 covers that we commissioned but never ran. This one was done right before the first Gulf War. Bush Sr. was making a lot of political noise about flag burning. And then right before we were going to press, the first Gulf War started, and we said, you know, it might not be too funny if we're coming out here with a flag burning issue. Even though it is an American flag, we certainly made it look like that, and coffins are coming back draped with an American flag, so we killed that cover. And then this second cover was actually printed, and it was a takeoff on the New York City Marathon. It was printed the day before 9/11. The printer called and said, gee, do you really want to have people running in the downtown area of New York City, and Alfred's jumping over bodies and police and mayhem? And we said, oh my God, you're right. No one's going to see this as a marathon cover at this point, given the mindset. So we quickly took the famous Norman Mingo classic Alfred painting, and we just blew it up and dropped in a sort of an American flag where Alfred's missing tooth was. This is the Mad illustration board. As the artists come in, anyone whose works appeared made, either an artist or a writer, we ask them to sign the board.
Oh, is this where you get a picture of a celebrity holding a Mad magazine, you get a subscription for a year?
Exactly, yes. And these are some of the photos that have been sent in. This is probably the ultimate tribute. Back in the late 80s, we did a takeoff on the show L.A. Law, and Mort Drucker did this cover. And a couple of days later, Nick Meglin got a call from Harry Hamlin, and he said, I'm going to be sending you something in the mail. They posed the cover exactly as Mort had drew it. And there's Stephen Bochco with the blacked out tooth and the giant gavel as Alfred.
So Anna, did you ever get busted by your parents for hiding the Mad Magazine?
You know, I don't think they really cared.
If you guys want to see more, shoot us an email and we'll be able to put together some bonus footage for you.